Welcome to my views and news. 200 Fano fighters have been killed, Ethiopian government claims. The government Ethiopian army have issued statements, pictures have been released too. Government has shared details of the operation against Fano fighters which happened in Gujum. Government is leveling allegations against Orthodox monks and priests too that they were involved as well in the clash between security forces and Fano fighters. Secondly, because just yesterday, Bahirdar city government imposed security restrictions. Display of weapons was totally banned. Wearing of security forces uniform was banned. But what we saw today when Zemene Kassie was released from prison is a violation of security restrictions imposed by Bahirdar government yesterday. The government is overlooking this violation. Why is Zemene Kassie? Did he reach some secret deal with the government? I did a video on that a few hours ago. I have no videos showing Zemene Kassie's release and armed fighters escorting him. Firstly, viewers, Ethiopian Security and Safety Joint Task Force has released a statement about operation in Debre Ilyas. In Debre Ilyas Woreda, East Gujum Zone, Selassie Monastery, there was an operation conducted by Ethiopian National Defense Force. The monastery remained under siege for 4 to 5 days. There was a 4-day-long exchange of gunfire between security forces and Fano fighters at the monastery. And around 3 days ago, monastery came under the control of security forces. Yesterday, I shared some pictures of Fano fighters captured from the monastery. And that picture, we received the picture from some sources. And today, Ethiopian Security and Safety Joint Task Force released those pictures and released a statement. What is government's position? What was happening at Debre Ilyas Monastery? How many Fano fighters were there? Was Eskinder Nega there too? How many were killed? What about monastery priests and monks? Did they allow Fano fighters to operate there? Were they part of this operation in support of Fano fighters? Well, the government says, for the first time, government has mentioned Amhara People's Front, APF. Government has confirmed today that Eskinder Nega, former politician, former head of Baldira's party, has established an armed group by the name of Amhara Popular Front or People's Front, APF. Government claims the group wants to destabilize Amhara region. And hundreds of the fighters of this group, including Eskinder Nega, they were in control of Debre Ilyas Selassie Monastery. They were armed, they were recruiting people, organizing people, military training was underway. Security forces tried to take back the control of the monastery. The group was posing a threat to the security in the region. But there was fighting between security forces and Fano fighters. 200 Fano fighters were killed in this operation. A very big claim by Ethiopian security force. 200 were killed, rest of them were captured, and some fled too. Where is Eskinder Nega? He escaped. The Security and Safety Joint Task Force says he escaped. That is what I reported this morning. That rumors about Eskinder's death were incorrect. He had managed to escape. And now government is confirming his escape. He escaped, I think, from Debre Ilyas towards Dambicha and then onwards to Debre Gannet. That is why last night we saw emergency message from Amhara people front asking people to block Deblias to Dambecha to Debre Gannath road, to block the road. So he managed to escape. It is being confirmed by Ethiopian army. But more than 200 were killed. How many captured? We don't know, but the pictures have been shared. The pictures shared by the government show several Fano fighters. And the pictures show trenches, fortresses, bunkers, which were set up around monastery. Monastery was being used as a military base, as a base by these Fano fighters. What was the role of priests and monks at the monastery? Well, the priests and monks there, they were involved. They were supporting Fano fighters. The government has named a priest. His name is Father Elsa. Father Elsa was supporting Fano fighters and other monks too, who were being organized, armed too. So government now is accusing Orthodox Church monks and priests that they supported Fano fighters at the monastery. Government has confirmed, it has taken control of the monastery. Eskinder has fled. And if 200 Fano fighters have been killed, obviously it's a big blow to Eskinder's APF, newly organized, newly formed Amhara Popular Front. But since he managed to escape, it means that he'll try to organize his fighters. Overall, this is the first time that we're seeing such a big loss, manpower loss suffered by Fano fighters. I did not see so many Fano fighters killed even in the 2-year-long Tigray war. 200 killed in one place. I did not see in the 2-year-long war. This is the biggest loss suffered by Fano fighters since we started seeing involvement of Fano in armed conflicts. APF's response is awaited. Let's see what APF says. How many of its fighters were killed? How many were injured? How many escaped? Was there involvement of Orthodox monks and priests in the clash at the monastery? Let's wait for APF's statement. Secondly, viewers, yesterday Bahirdar city government announced security restrictions. 3 restrictions. Main restriction was that no one must display weapons in Bahirdar city. Second, no one should wear military uniforms. Uniforms worn by security forces. But what happened today? This morning, Zemene Kassie, Amhara Fano Gajjam-based commander was released from prison, Sabata Mid prison. On Friday, he was acquitted by a court, and today he was released. When he was released, we saw that dozens of Fano fighters escorted him to an unknown place. Fano fighters were armed. I have a video for you showing armed Fano fighters escorting Zemene Kassie to an unknown location. So, the restriction imposed by Bahirdar government yesterday was violated today by Amhara Fano fighters, by Zemene Kassie associates. Where is government? Government is not taking any action. Why? Again, I'm saying that a detailed video on Zemene Kassie's release, on the likely explanation behind his release, something is fishy. Zemene Kassie could be used by security forces to reach Eskinder Nega. He could be used to capture Eskinder Nega. He could be used to kick Eskinder Nega out of Gajjam. I think Amhara government, federal government, sees Eskinder Nega as a greater threat than Zemene Kassie. Let's see what Zemene Kassie does. Will he stand with Amhara Fano fighters? Will he play a double role? We will see in coming days. But we saw when he was released, dozens of Fano fighters were there. Hundreds of youth took to the streets to support Zemene Kassie, to welcome Zemene Kassie. two clips for you showing how he was welcomed. He has not said anything so far. We're monitoring his activities, his actions. He's expected to speak in coming hours. It will be interesting to listen to what he says. That will determine his future course of action. Again, I'm saying that Zemene Kassie's deal is a key development. It will lead to key changes in the security situation in Amhara region. Watch the two videos showing Zemene Kassie's release and people welcoming him, Fano fighters escorting him armed in Bahirdar. Thank you for watching.
Balance are going to cut in your arm. Balance are. Yeah, you are. What are you doing? I'm cutting it for a person. Hi, nothing.